Let me talk about something. Navigating a busy mind. That's what we want to talk about today. Navigating a busy mind. I think a lot of people have busy minds, right? Myself included on certain times, and you have to be able to control that. When you change your thoughts, you can change your life. I've done it. I've watched numerous people in my inner circle do it, and it sounds simple, doesn't it? However, many of us are our own harshest critic. Isn't that true? And we have negative thoughts that take us down instead of building us up. We have negative thoughts. We have negative friends. Check out what it takes to truly embrace a positive mindset. I'm going to give you some tips, tricks of the trade to shift your mind, curb your negativity, right? And just have a little bit of a mindset shift. There's also space to reflect on your own intake, the associations, the affirmations you have, the people you're around. Naturally, your mindset is not just going to completely shift overnight. Just take it one thought at a time, and over the next few months, for me it took a few years, right? A bunch of years to truly change the way my mind fires off, right? The neurons in my brain. Take note of how you feel, and when you do this, you'll be able to calm your busy mind. Let's take a look at some tips and tricks. If you're in the DNA inner circle, you know, look at this house that we sold. But let's just go ahead and take a listen and pay attention to what you could do to navigate a busy mind. The mind is powerful. It can be easy to trick yourself into thinking you're not good enough. But when you change your thoughts, you could calm your busy mind, right? What is imposter syndrome? Feeling like your accomplishments and talents are legitimate despite the opposite being true, right? So sometimes we look at social media and you're comparing your whole life or your bad moment to somebody's best moment. It's not a good way to do it, right? Change your thoughts and you can change your life. Social media can lead to a lot of self-doubt behind imposter syndrome. And the average person spends 145 minutes a day on social media. 145 minutes a day. Over 2 hours most people spend on social media. Here's a tip. Let go of negative posts that tend to stick around. This gets easier when you limit scrolling time and replace it with an interesting read, uplifting podcast, or a walk. I love to podcast, I love to hike, I love to walk. I think that you can mute people, right? You can mute stories. I know during all these things that happen, during the pandemic, all these crazy things that just happen around the world, I just think that most people are listening to all the negative people complaining and talking. You just have to limit that. You have to shut it down. Operation shutdown. Because of imposter syndrome, people may hold themselves back from opportunities they're qualified for or fear of not having all the skills. Here's a tip. Focus on the skills that you actually do have and the accomplishments that shape them. You have accomplishments in your own personal life, and that is what you should be comparing yourself to, not somebody else's accomplishments, because the things and the opportunities were different. So how it just is not a fair or the same comparison. So learn to be better than you were last year or last month or yesterday. Dwelling on past mistakes is common with imposter syndrome and often diminishes confidence moving forward. You simply have to start learning how to forgive yourself. That's a thing I learned how to do very much at a pretty high level now. I think that here's the tip, recognize how you've grown from past failures and mistakes, right? You can get bitter or you can get better. I choose to get better every time, all the time. Nearly 70% of adults have experienced some form of imposter syndrome. When you need to quiet your mind, talk with a friend, mentor who knows your achievements, right? Somebody who will help you and guide you, but not just let you slide, right? Somebody who will call you out when you're doing things wrong or could use improvements. Journal about your accomplishments and growth. I've done this in my personal life. I think journaling is important. You can write stuff down, cut it up, throw it away, or burn it, right? If it's negative, and then if it's positive, keep it. I have a lot of positive things that I've written down over the years that I enjoy when I get to see that they actually came true. So just remember that, right? And lift your mindset with an activity you love, like walking, reading, cooking, hiking. Building a healthier mind. When you adjust your intake, your associations, who you hang out with, who is influencing your mind. I'm very good. I've cut a lot of different situations and circles out of my life because it just wasn't helping me become a better, more progressive person. So who you are around, your associations matter a lot. Your affirmations matter a lot, right? Like, I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am amazing, I am generous, I am loving, I am lucky, I am alive. I say that to myself all the time. You can come up with things to say to yourself all the time that'll start little by little building your mind, just like working out your muscles. I do that too, as you can tell. And that causes you to be a better person and more calm, and it causes you to truly know how to navigate your busy mind and not just pacify it, but truly cure it, okay? Find yourself reacting more positively to the world around you is what you have to do. This can reduce stress and boost your well-being. Use this interactive guide to chart your course. Let's take number one, intake. What you read, watch, and listen to. As stated earlier, what you read, watch, and listen to matters a lot. It is at your discretion. You do not have to listen or engage in most things that you're paying attention to, and try just looking for more positive things to listen to, right? Read better books, watch better podcasts, watch better movies, listen to better podcasts, watch better movies, right? Listen to different motivational media. It's everywhere. We're in the age of technology. You don't need to necessarily make friends with the most successful people. You can literally go watch interviews and mimic them and learn their mindset and what they have to pass down to you. Your association, the people you surround yourself with, right? That's number two. That is very important. Hard to get rid of sometimes. Sometimes you can't. But if you're looking to change your mind and you're looking to make your mind better, sometimes you just have to. That is one of the harder things to do in life. I've done it, I get it, but it may be something you should consider. Identify the friends who build you up and prioritize time with them. List your top 3 mentors and connect for encouragement and advice. I always have a list of my mentors and people that I look up to and admire in the business, and I want to talk to them. I want to be around them. These people help me become a better person, right? And as long as you're alive, you're either growing or you're dying. You're going this way, you're going this way. So be around people that are moving up, because then even on your slow days, you're still moving forward, and on your good days, you're moving forward fast. Where if you hang out with a bunch of people that aren't doing anything, guess what? You'll be a bunch of people that aren't doing anything. And affirmations, the words you say to yourself, the way you talk to yourself. I like a lady named Louise Hay. You can go follow her. The lady passed, but she was big into self-love and mirror exercising. You know, a lot of people would very easily help someone. They would very easily talk to someone or listen to someone. Sometimes you also have to be helping yourself, listening to yourself, talking good to yourself, right? Keep it positive, create your own phrases. Say things like, I got this. I have earned my seat at the table. I do not have to be perfect to be effective. And every day, you can become better and better and better. Navigating a busy mind, I would imagine it's not easy to do. I would imagine you can't just watch this video and become better. However, over time, with good effort, you can completely change the course of your life, change the course of your finances. It will take work. It took me about 7 to 10 years, right? From, 20 years, if you really want to think about it, from immigrating to the United States, growing up in the city, doing inner city things, then becoming a better person, moving to the suburbs, then also becoming a much more intelligent person by reading and studying, and then making millions, right? Like changing my finances, right? Changing the way my family approaches life. And I think you can do that as well. You can navigate your busy mind. That is where it starts. and the work doesn't end there. So if you're looking to become better, just keep up the work, surround yourself with the best people, affirm the best things to yourself, and take in the best information.